A recent study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association shows that plant-based diets are associated with a lower risk of not only heart disease, but all causes of mortality in a general population of middle-aged adults. The researchers found that those who ate more animal products and refined carbs were 32% more likely to die of heart disease and up to 25% more likely to die of all causes during the 8-year course of the study. Despite research like this, there is still so much debate as to what the healthiest diet is, and it can get really confusing and tiring. So in this video, I wanted to share 2 phenomenal health recoveries on a plant-based diet from patients of Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be inspired.
Let's talk for a moment about my surgical colleague friend, Dr. Crow. In 1996, at age 44, Dr. Crow, with a cholesterol of 156, regular exercises, not diabetic, not high blood pressure, no family history, began to get chest pain. In October of 1996, cardiology worked him up, could find nothing. A month later, he sat down, and suddenly the elephant was sitting on his chest. Severe pain in his left jaw, shoulder, and arm. He was having a heart attack. He was rushed down to the cath lab. They start the catheterization, cardiac arrest, resuscitate, finish the catheterization, one more cardiac arrest, resuscitate, back up to the room where he stabilized and discharged 4 days later. At the time of his angiogram and his catheterization, the entire lower 1/3 of his left anterior descending coronary artery was moth-eaten and diseased over too long a segment, and it was too low to get a bypass. Joe, come on. You've got the typical Western disease. We've got 10 years of data. Why don't you think about trying going plant-based? He looked at me and said, okay, they couldn't offer me anything else. I'll give it a shot, but I'm not going to take any of those statin drugs. I don't trust them. Too many side effects. Well, he became the absolute personification of commitment to plant-based nutrition. Over the next 2.5 years, his total cholesterol plummeted. His LDL went from 98 to 38. Then after 2.5 years from his heart attack, he had another angiogram. This is kind of exciting, but it's not going to happen with everybody. But if the plaque is young and it's made up of cholesterol, fat, and inflammation, the body can do a remarkable job of disease reversal. However, in patients who are older, where the plaque has been there for decades and it's made up of fibrosis and scar and calcification, it's unlikely. We don't see that type of reversal, but nevertheless, even those senior patients with a plaque in the major artery that's not going away can enjoy the same benefits of getting to get back to full activity of daily living without restriction. This happens to be the circumflex artery to the back of the heart. And where the arrow is, you can see a severe small patch of narrowing down to actually 80% narrowing of that artery. Now, this was a 45-year-old gentleman who had a heart attack in July of 2017. And with the other blockages, he was persuaded by his cardiologist to think about having bypass surgery. But this patient was not very enthusiastic about that and said no, that he had read a book, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, and he was going to follow that and see what he could do. This was against the objections of his cardiologist, but the patient prevailed. And he had another angiogram a year later, this time July of 2018. And what was formerly 80% narrowing was now 40% narrowing. 18 months later, this time in January of 2020, he had another angiogram, and now the disease was gone.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more upcoming videos.